Hello, hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight? Dr.
David and
Prasad.
Malcolm.
Hello,
Excellent.
hello, David.
Hello, engaged family. How are we all doing tonight?
Wonderful. Couldn't be better.
Right. Doing great.
Well, Dr. Prasad, I want everybody to
Magnificent.
know that you are on a family vacation,
Yes,
and even on a family vacation, you are going to show up. So, Dr.
Yep.
Prasad, thank you for showing up tonight. We're going to be talking about GLP-1 boost, and we're going to be having some testimonials. We're going to give everyone a little refresher course on what GLP-1 boost is, and we're going to have a fantastic night. The results with the GLP have been fantastic. People are having some fantastic results. We've got a bunch of questions that we've received. We're going to address the questions, and so tonight's going to be a very informative night. Tonight's going to be a very educational night. Tonight's going to be a very inspirational night. And so we're super excited for this call tonight. Dr. Prasad, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we've got almost 100 people here. We want to welcome our engaged family. We want to welcome our engaged customers. We want to welcome anyone who is here to learn more about GLP Boost and about Engage. Tonight is a 100% product call. Yesterday night we had a business call, but tonight we're talking just about products. And so we're going to get the show on the road. We've got a presentation here to share with people. Just 1 second here. Going to get to the presentation. Okay. All right, Dr. Prasad, I'm going to start the slideshow. Can you see the slideshow?
Sure, I do.
You see the slideshow. Fantastic. So we're going to talk about a new frontier in healthy, effective weight loss tonight. And it's called GLP-1 Boost. GLP-1 Boost with GIP enhancers, and we're going to explain what that is. It's a patent pending formula. It promotes the body's natural production of GLP-1 and GIP hormones. These hormones support long-term healthy weight loss. It's an all-natural formula that includes 9 unique and powerful ingredients that no other product on Earth today has this formulation. That's why this product is in the process of being patented. This product stimulates the production of GLP-1 and GIP, both short-term, meaning very quickly, and also long-term, meaning throughout the day. And that's a really important feature of this product that we'll be talking about. In addition, this product has all natural ingredients that promote the burning and reduction of unhealthy fat. And we've had some fantastic results that people are going to share with us tonight about fat and inches. And also this product is formulated by the world-renowned micronutrient expert, Dr. Kedar Prasad. Dr. Prasad has been well over 60 years researching the human body at the cellular level and how micronutrients and all natural nutrients can boost our health and help us have a better life, have an optimal life. We like to say Dr. Prasad is the Michelangelo, the Leonardo da Vinci, the Einstein of micronutrient understanding and human health. And just so that those of you who are new, so that you can understand what we're speaking about, Dr. Prasad is here tonight. He's 90 years old. I like to say track records matter. A person, the results of their life can be measured, and Dr. Prasad's results are unparalleled. So I know that if I'm going to put a basketball team together and I want to win championships, I want Michael Jordan. And we tonight are blessed to have Dr. Prasad because he is certainly the Michael Jordan of micronutrients and human health. Nobody like him. 32 books published, well over a dozen patents issued, over multiple hundreds of papers published with peer-reviewed, Nobel Prize-winning scientists like Linus Pauling, a full professor at the University of Colorado Medical School for well over 30 years, granted tens of millions of dollars of grants by the National Institute of Health and others to fund this research he's done over his lifetime. President of the International Society for Cancer and Nutrition, a member of the Royal Academy of Medicine. I could go on and on and on, but I won't bore people with any more of your accolades, Dr. Prasad, other than to say, you know what you're doing. And if I would say this, if you are taking a supplement, a micronutrient, or a GLP product from anyone else and you don't know who did it, I would ask yourself why you don't know who did it, because it engaged Dr. Prasad is the man behind the products, and he's here tonight. So we're going to talk about what is the GLP hormone. Dr. Prasad, you want to give everybody just a real simple, brief explanation of what the GLP-1 hormone is?
It is a hormone which is produced by the intestine and also produced by the brain and other places. But intestine is the primary site, and it has many functions, very important function in the body. It induces like it says, produced by the digestive. It also is produced by the brain, I mentioned, cross the blood-brain barrier easily, and it is very important for gut health as well. And this induces from the brain, tells the gut don't eat anymore, and so it induces reduces the appetite, and that's one of the reasons why you lose weight.
What is the GIP hormone, Dr. Prasad?
Yeah, this is very important. This is also produced by the different cell in the intestine, and one of the major function is not actually it is a minor function, the same as GLP-1, but one of the important function is that GIP protects the toxicity of GLP-1, potential toxicity of GLP-1. So this is very important to remember. If there is a minor toxicity of GLP-1, then it will reduce that function. And that's what we have not, we will hear from the people if they have any kind of minor gastric problem. This also stimulates the insulin secretion because it also is very effective in the terms of a treatment with the diabetes and so on. So I think both GLP and GIP is a hormone that is absolutely essential for your function, for your health, and so on.
Well, Dr. Prasad, one of the important benefits of GLP-1 boost is it stimulates GLP-1 and GIP, and it creates a more balanced hormonal environment in people's bodies. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's true. And also that it is very important that, this not only reduce the appetite, but it also increases the metabolism of the sugar and glucose. But the most important thing that is unique of our product is there are two herbs there which do not produce either GLP or GIP, but it eliminates at higher rate already formed fat, like visceral fat in your stomach. Furthermore, it also prevents the formation of new fat. So this is very unique. So it is further improved the effectiveness of GLP and GIP as far as the weight loss is concerned. And that is very unique to our products.
Well, Dr. Prasad, and we're going to hear more testimonials tonight, or some testimonials tonight, and that is what I'm going to say a lot, meaning we've had significant numbers of people report reduction of inches. And so what they're experiencing is that these fat burning ingredients, along with the GLP, GIP hormone, they're stimulating fat to be reduced in the body, which is reducing inches.
Already.
And so, and what we're also finding is the reduction of inches is not always correlated to weight loss, meaning that you can lose inches, and at the same time, your body, because you're being more healthy, is starting to increase its muscle. So the weight loss, it's an interesting dynamic that we're seeing. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, but under that scenario, the weight loss could be slower in a healthy manner, slower. So in 1 month, you may not see it, but in 3 months, you will see it.
Right. Well, and we're going to talk about how the GLP-1 boost that we have, because it's all natural, people are having a very positive experience, meaning they're not seeing a lot of these Ozempic dynamics and Wegovy dynamics. that these synthetics are having. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that too. So we want to talk about I want to reinforce the importance of GLP-1 and GIP hormones. The GIP is enhancing with the GLP-1, and it's creating a balance in your body. And because of that, the minimization of the side effects that Ozempic and Wegovy have, we're not seeing that with our product. And people are loving that benefit of the product.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Prasad, let's talk about how a GLP-1 hormone works in the body. How does just help people catch a perspective of what the hormone's doing inside of the body?
Well, it stimulates the insulin-producing organ like pancreas to produce more insulin, and of course that it is improve the glucose metabolism, and it has also present in the heart, kidney, stomach, intestine, pituitary, hypothalamus, and vagus nerve. It is very important. It is the vagus nerves who sends the signal from brain to the gut, don't eat anymore. So it is very important that GLP-1 does not damage vagus nerve. On the other hand, I read the report that Ozempic or semaglutide can damage in at least 5% of the people vagus nerve, and that creates a delay in emptying of the already digested food from your stomach. I don't know whether we have seen in our experiences anybody who has a delay in emptying of the digested material from your gut. And but yeah, that will be interesting to know whether our product does similar things or not.
So what I understand you saying is that by producing the GLP-1 hormones, they attach the GLP-1 receptors. Receptors are located throughout the body, and as you said, pancreas, heart, kidney, stomach, intestines, pituitary, hypothalamus, and the vagus. And because these receptors are in your body, when a GLP-1 hormone attaches to that, it creates a signal in the body, and that signal affects the digestion of our food, the amount of hunger we have. Also, it impacts cravings and other important body functions. So this is a really important, the GLP-1 hormone is a really important hormone.
Very important, yeah.
Okay, so what are the GLP-1 hormones doing? And so you talked about these benefits of it's reducing hunger, it's slowing the gastric emptying, it's decreasing your blood sugar concentrations, it's inhibiting glucagon releases, it's decreasing glucose production in the liver, and it's improving your glucose metabolism. So what are all of the benefits of this? The benefits of this are we're going to talk about, but for the primary, it's fat reduction and weight reduction and a slow benefit of losing weight and becoming more healthy. So let's talk about these 7 ingredients. We won't go into the specifics tonight, Dr. Prasad, because that'll take a lot more time than we want to dedicate. But you've got 7 natural ingredients that increase the GLP-1. You've got 2 ingredients that enhance GLP-1 and help reduce fat. So talk about the different benefit. And also you've got ingredients that stimulate GLP-1 quickly and others more prolonged. Talk about how that's a really important thing for people.
Yeah, because since we have multiple herbs which produces GLP-1 and GIP, they produce at a different rate, so the effectiveness prolonged life. But another thing is the 2 ingredients that we have which do not produce either GLP-1 or GIP, but it eliminates the already formed fat, like visceral fat in your stomach, from your body, and it prevents the formation of new fat. So it further enhances the effectiveness of GLP-1 or GIP that they are working on a similar mechanism.
And so this is creating what we call a hunger hormone balance that's which people are finding really fantastic experiences with.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk about all natural versus synthetic. You were talking about how on the synthetic semaglutides like Ozempic and Wegovy, there's some negative side effects, both short and long term. So basically, with an all-natural approach of GLP-1 and GIP boosting, you're going to have less of these negative side effects. You're going to have a balancing of your hormones. So it's not a hormone imitation. It's your real hormones that are being produced
Yeah.
with GLP-1 and GIP. Also significantly less cost, and we'll talk about our pricing, but Ozempic and Wegovy and these other semaglutides are upwards of $1,000 a month. Much more easy to take. There's no shots involved. Just simply
No
take a
injection.
couple capsules, no injections. Also, it's formulated for a long-term healthy weight loss, not rapid weight loss that could
Right.
be unhealthy. And it's
Yes.
easier and it's less costly for a long-term maintenance program, meaning this is a product you can take for the rest of your life.
That's
Is there
right.
anything you want to add to that, Dr. Prasad?
No, I think that's all it is. And I think, once you achieve your weight, that desired weight that you wanted to have it, then it is possible that you can reduce the dose of one and just see how it is. And if it does not work, then go back to like 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening.
Okay. So also the GLP-1 all natural benefits are it's easier on your body. You're just not going to have these side effects. It's
Yes.
going to promote appetite reduction. It's going to promote craving reduction. It's going to promote a hormone balance. It's going to
Yes.
promote fat loss, which leads to a loss of inches. And ultimately, it's going to help you achieve your goal of losing weight. So
Yes.
these are the benefits of the GLP-1, and it's an all natural benefit. In addition, what we're seeing is, and Dr. Prasad, these are some benefits that people are reporting. They're seeing an increase in their muscle mass, meaning they're seeing strong more density in their muscle. They're finding they sleep better. We even have reports of much less snoring. It's promoting more energy as people are feeling more healthy. We're hearing a lot about their energies feeling fantastic. In addition, this is something that's been very enlightening and interesting to me. We have numerous people who have been on the synthetics and they've then gone off of them and gone on our GLP-1 and GLP-1 boost, and they've had even better results post-synthetic, Dr. Prasad.
Yeah,
So
that's
they're
good.
seeing continued weight loss, even enhanced weight loss and maintenance for the people who've been on the synthetic drugs. So this is
Yeah, and I always suggested that if you are already on synthetic weight loss product, don't take for 5 days, and they follow that instruction, and then use our weight loss formula. And then I'm glad to see that they continue to lose weight. This is very important.
this is really good news that we've been getting.
Yeah.
So now other potential benefits of GLP-1, these are just things that have been reported in scientific journals and elsewhere, that research is showing a 20% decrease in risk of heart attack and stroke. There was a 3-year diabetic trial revealed a reduction in risk of kidney failure. Another study highlighted decrease in brain shrinkage and cognitive decline in individuals with Alzheimer's. Positive outcomes have also been observed in managing depression and anxiety. Additionally, GLP-1 has demonstrated anti-inflammatory effects, reducing oxidative stress, chronic inflammation. When combined with our micro daily and our core 4,
Yes,
it's
exactly.
like having a supercharger for anti-inflammation as well as weight loss. So the GLP-1 it's a home run product. It's a home run health benefit. It's something that we are just so excited and grateful to be a part of, this cutting edge, Dr. Prasad, that you have opened the
Yes.
door for us with.
Yes, yes. And it is, I mean, when your body is healthy, you won't have any kind of chronic diseases because you have no weight problem, you have no health problem, and it is amazing.
Well, then we can be like you and get to 90 and still be traveling with the family. So you are the goal, what we all want to be like, Dr. Prasad.
That's right, yeah.
Also want to talk about just GLP-1 hormones are vulnerable.
Yes.
It's a hormone that has a short half-life of 1 to 2 minutes in the body, and this is due to the breakdown by the dipeptide peptidase 4. They call it DPP for short. It's an enzyme. So it's an enzyme that attacks the GLP. So we have a natural production of GLP, but then we also have a natural attack of it by
Right.
enemies of the system. And so this can cause us to have more hunger and cause us to eat more and have cravings. And so this is why, even though we have a GLP-1 hormone in our body, so many people struggle with obesity and overweight, is because their GLP just doesn't last long. So Dr. Prasad has 2 solutions for it. One is Number one is to formulate GLP-1 to have a sustained production of GLP-1 in
Right.
the body.
That's very
So
important. Yeah.
multiple, it's going to have a different timeline of production throughout the day.
Mhm.
This then helps to counteract the negative impact of DPP-4 enzymes degrading your GLP-1 as the
Right.
body's producing it from the product.
Yes.
In addition, enzyme inhibitors can neutralize DPP-4. Now,
Yeah.
GLP-1 does not have these enzymes, Dr. Prasad, but your patented collagen daily does have
Yeah.
these
Has
enzymes.
it? Yes.
And so to supercharge the GLP-1 and to neutralize more of these DPP-4 enzymes by combining GLP-1 boost with collagen daily, you're going
Yes.
to create a supercharge effect
Exactly.
for your weight loss and fat loss objectives.
Exactly.
Now, I want to help set proper expectations. You said it earlier, Dr. Prasad, and we're seeing these results. The GLP-1, because it's an all-natural product, for most of you who are taking it, it's not an unhealthy fast weight loss, meaning that you're not going to just like take it and lose 20 pounds in a month or 30 pounds in a month. Now, we have some crazy stories with a few people, for whatever reasons, their bodies have reacted in a way where they've lost a lot of weight and they have a lot of weight to lose. But for most people, what you're going to do is you're going to find a long-term consistent weight loss. And
Yes.
because the GLP-1 boost is affordable, and we can talk about it, this is a product you can take day after day, week after week, month after month, and just continue on a journey of healthy weight loss, experiencing the benefits of balancing your hormones, experiencing the loss of inches, and just start to feel better in a way that's sustainable. We want to make sure people understand this is a sustainable, consistent, long-term weight loss solution. Do you have anything else to add to that, Dr. Prasad?
And also that long-term effect, for example, adverse effect of Ozempic and semaglutide is the increased risk of thyroid cancer, pancreatitis, and other kind of long-term adverse effect. And we will not see, I can guarantee you, because these are all natural substance, and you will not see long-term side effects like we see in a Ozempic or semaglutide.
Well, I mean, and we all know, I mean, how many drugs have been issued where sometimes the side effects are worse than the benefit. And so
Yes.
there's an environment here where with the Ozempic and other drugs, because they're not natural, there's some risk that people take that with our product,
Exactly.
there is
Yeah.
no risk. But with our product that's
more
healthy,
and
there's
more,
not that risk. Yes.
yeah, more and more side effects of the Ozempic are being reported every day.
Yes. Well, with a natural production, those side effects are
Yeah.
not with our
Yeah.
product.
And our product is unlikely to give anything like that.
Well, I want to just speak to some general current results that we've been having reported to us by our customers. Many people, in fact, I think it's fair to say most people are experiencing some consistent weight loss most every week. Some people are reporting 3 to 5 weeks before they're seeing weight loss results, but they are seeing loss of inches. Like we're going to hear from one customer tonight who's lost maybe 1 or 2 pounds, but they've lost 7 inches, which it's like, wow, it's measurable 7 inches. So we'll talk about that. We have had people who have had just dramatic results, but for the most part, in the first 4 to 6 weeks that the product's been on the market, we're seeing 3, 5, 10 pounds of weight loss, which we're super happy with because we know that's sustainable long-term weight loss. Now, some people are not seeing measurable results, but they report that they're feeling pretty good. So, Dr. Prasad, for the people who have been taking, let's say, for 3 or 4 weeks and they haven't lost weight, they haven't seen any reduction in inches, we know that the product is in your body and it is building some momentum for results. But
Yes,
everyone's
and
a
also
little
that
different.
I'm not sure that if she's taking a collagen peptides or not, but if not, then she should take a collagen peptides. And also remember that these products that we develop are slow. In some cases it is faster, other cases it will be slow. So you have to 90 days before you make any kind of conclusion.
I think that's when you're dealing with all natural products, and this is what you saw in your research on your micronutrients like
Yes,
Micro
exactly.
Daily, what you saw with, you know, the brain boost and
Yeah.
the eye boost. Like for me, I've been on the eye boost for a few years, and every time I go to the eye doctor now, I get a better prescription, that's been happening for the last 2 years consistently.
Yes.
But these products, because they're natural, they're working with the body in a way that the body assimilates them, the body
Yeah.
works with them, and then you're gonna see results. But some people, it's gonna take a little longer. So what we say to you is, if you're not seeing results in 2 to 4 weeks, Dr. Prasad, increasing the dosage to 2 in the morning and 2 at night would be something that would be appropriate at that point, wouldn't you think?
Right. Right.
Okay. The
And
other
also that, don't get impatient, because sometimes I would say that the result if not in 90 days. Then you see that, no, but it can increase the dose too, because that's what our regular dose anyway. Stay positive, stay consistent. Yeah, that's correct.
So what we're recommending and what we're seeing results with is, if in 2 to 4 weeks you're not seeing the results any results or the results you want, you can increase the dose to 2 in the morning and 2 at night, meaning 2 before breakfast, 2 before dinner.
Yes.
In addition, stay positive, stay consistent, and give the product at least 90
That's right.
days. Now, we ran a special, and a lot of our customers got the buy two, get one free. So you got 3 months of product to start with, and the product's very affordable, and the results are going to be worth the cost. Now, what you just said, Dr. Prasad, is another thing you can do is you can supercharge your results by taking the collagen daily, which will help to neutralize the DPP-4 enzymes. And if you can afford it, take the core 4. And we're going to talk about pricing. So we'll talk about the core 4.
And especially among the core 4, especially like you mentioned, collagen peptide and probiotics, prebiotics is a must for people who are 40 years older, whether you have any disease or not. It is so important. I have emphasized many times in my talk, and there is a lot of scientific evidence to show that at least you must take, even with our weight loss formula, we say that minimum you take our formula and micronutrient that we have and probiotics and boost. And if you are not responding as well, then take also collagen peptides. But peptides is probiotics with prebiotics is absolutely essential together with our formula.
Well, as you're talking about gut health, and by the way, everybody,
Yes.
we'll be doing a gut health presentation. I'm just going to let you know right now. Gut health is going to be on next Wednesday, the 16th. So we'll be talking about the probiotic. We'll be talking about the digestive enzymes. We'll be talking about how they work with the GLP. So that will be an opportunity for you to learn even more about gut health, because gut health, it starts in the gut, everything. So
everything, the GLP-1 is primarily produced with the intestine. So you have to have healthy gut. And if you have a healthy gut, they will produce more. Another very important thing that you can say that it is so important, the probiotics is that, which is very important to know about the GLP-1 boost, how it affects them. The probiotics also generates what you call, during fermentation, they produce butyric acid. We all know that. We know butyric acid, many other functions. But with respect to GLP, what it does, it increases the rate of secretion of GLP-1 from the L cell of the intestine, which produces the GLP-1, and from every place else where they have receptor. So this is very important, that it plays very important role, so that if you are releasing it faster, the effect will be faster. So probiotic with prebiotics is a must with our formulation.
So Dr. Prasad is about enhancing your overall health.
Yes.
You're overweight. We know you want the GLP-1 to lose fat, to lose weight, to enhance your health. But we also know without a healthy gut, you're not going to get optimal results.
Exactly. You won't have.
We also know that with the collagen, you're going to supercharge the GLP because it's going to neutralize the DPP-4 hormones. Now, the GLP-1 on its own certainly can work and will work for many of you.
Of course.
Those of you that are, if you want to say, the tougher nuts to crack, meaning your bodies are just very unhealthy, probiotics and collagen daily will certainly help that. And even Even with that, we're talking about the price. Even with that, it's significantly less expensive than the semaglutides and drugs. Significantly less expensive what other companies are trying to offer their GLP-1 products at. So at Engage, we're about value, and our products are priced where we are extremely competitive, and we do offer other benefits like loyalty points, etc. But we won't get into all of that tonight. Talk to any affiliate that you know, and they'll give you the details on this. But at Engage, we care about you. We want you to succeed. We want you to feel like you're getting great value for your money. We want to make our products affordable. And so we're going to talk about all of that here in a minute. Now, Dr. Prasad, I want everybody to know that we've got some basic results from the basically first month of the product. And currently, there are close to 1,000 people taking GLP-1 boosts. Can you,
Wow.
Dr. Prasad, about 1,000 people are taking it.
Ooh.
And so, like you said, we've got a vision of 90 days. All of Dr. Prasad's research has shown that with these all-natural products, 90 days is a critical point. And then you've done 90 days upwards of a year with your studies, correct, Dr. Prasad?
Yes, yes.
So what we're going to do in June, we're going to be following up with all of our customers. We'll be following up with emails and texts. We'll even be doing some outbound calling. And we're going to gather some data, and we're going to get more specific results. So we're excited at the 90-day mark in June. We'll be doing another GLP call for sure. And we'll be talking about the GLP. We'll be talking about the experiences of 1,000 people, or as many people will respond to our survey. And we're going to give you that information. But what I can tell you tonight is the preliminary indications are that most people are having excellent results. The vast majority of people are very pleased with the benefits they are seeing. And so we are really, really bullish and excited about this product. And we're excited for the changing of people's lives that it's delivering.
Yeah, here is another thing that I have myself and Jeff have talked. I will prepare a questionnaire to those people who are taking it, and a questionnaire answer. And that documents, it will be not too long, 1-page question and answer about the effectiveness of our product. And then that analysis, once we have even 100 people, forget about 1,000, but even 100 people we have response, then that can be published, if you want to, in a very respectable journal, and can get a wide publicity.
Well, absolutely, Dr. Prasad. We'll be working with you and Shay for sure on that survey, and then we'll gather the information. And I'm going to show people when we talk about publishing, because we've got just a recognition you just received, and we're going to share that with people. But the other thing, Dr. Prasad, I want to remind people, so like in life, there's no such thing as a magic bullet.
Right.
There is no such thing as a magic pill.
Yes.
And we're not here to sell you magic. We're here to sell you products that are formulated based on science, products based on the human body and human health. We're here to bring you real. And so a part of being real means we need to talk to you about your journey with GLP and your journey with Dr. Prasad's product. And that is, we want you to remember you are a participant in the process, meaning you don't just pop a pill. So there's a couple really fundamental things that you want to remember as you're on this journey to become more healthy, as you're on this journey to lose weight.
Yes.
Number one, stay hydrated. You can see tonight I'm drinking some water. Oftentimes I'm drinking a hydro, one of Dr. Prasad's micro daily hydros. Stay hydrated and drink plenty of healthy liquids. This doesn't mean soda pop. This doesn't mean sugared drinks. Sugar is our enemy. We want to avoid it. We want you to drink plenty of healthy liquids. Number two, eat healthy, mostly organic, fresh foods. Cut the processed foods out of your diet. Cut the sugars out of your diet, and cut the carbs out of your diet. So manage the sugars and carbs and eat healthy. Now, one of the benefits you're going to get from the GLPs, you're just not going to want to eat as much. And we're going to have someone talk about that tonight. So we're going to get you some real life stories tonight. The other thing is be active, meaning exercise. I'm not saying you got to go to the gym and put in an hour every day, but be active and at least go for a walk. At least allow yourself to feel the freedom and the spirit of your body in motion. Be healthy in your mind, be healthy in your spirit. And so at least get a little bit of exercise. I'm looking at Coraline right now, 10,000 steps a day. She's another example of someone that is participating in the process. In addition, for many of us, we just, how do I say, our memories aren't as good as the reality. And so if you really want to focus, journal what you eat, keep track of what you eat. This can help people because it's a way of holding yourself accountable by taking an account of what you eat. And then the final thing is do your best to get a good night's sleep. So we have Sleep Boost, we have our CBD. Those are subjects for another night. But if you're struggling with sleep, make sure you're doing the things to sleep well. Now, here's one of the things I've heard a lot of, Dr. Flood, is people taking the GLP-1 are sleeping really quite well. They're loving it. So this has been another benefit that we've seen when taking GLP-1 and boosting it with Sleep Boost or CBD. People are having a really great experience with sleep. So there's just a lot of things involved in our life. And one is to accept responsibility and to participate in the process. Don't just think of this as a magic pill. Is there anything you'd like to add to that, Dr. Prasad?
No. I just wanted to tell everybody that even at my age, while I'm vacationing here, I'm walking 6,000 steps per day.
Well, and you're an example, almost 91. I love it. Well, you're not 90 and a half, so I'm rushing you to 91. But
90 plus. Yeah.
yes, exactly, Dr. Prasad. So the thing I love about Dr. Prasad is not only do you talk the talk, but you walk the walk. And
Yeah.
Dr. Prasad, oftentimes more important than what our words are is what our example is. In fact, I've got a picture here on my phone. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if people will be able to see this picture. Let's see here. Che. I've got a picture with Dr. Prasad on vacation. Can't find it right now. Doctor, I have a picture of you working
Yeah.
on the beach in your vacation. What's up with that? You walk
I
the
know.
walk.
I always think, and it will be importance of core 4. This is for the first time I'm writing it, importance of core 4 in prevention and improved treatment of Parkinson's disease.
Wow.
Done a lot of on Alzheimer, but never did on Parkinson's disease.
Well, Dr. Prasad, we've got numerous of our customers whose lives have been changed because of that.
Yeah.
I was just in Pennsylvania with one of them, and I won't go too much more in detail. And where he couldn't hardly hop and skip a year ago, he was doing he was doing circles and skips and talking in front of people. And the product has changed he and his family's life. And so this is one of the beauties of being a part of Engage. We're bringing health and goodness to the world as we get to genuinely experience the joy of people's lives being changed. Dr. Prasad, what a joy and pleasure to work with you. So now I'm going to get to some frequently asked questions.
Okay.
And I'm going to stop the share for a minute. Dr. Prasad, so these are questions we've been working on, and we'll be publishing these FAQs here shortly. But we'll go through them tonight. So first question is people ask, what is expected weight loss? We say 2 to 3 pounds a week is typical. Some people it's 1, some people it's 3 or 4 weeks before they get it. But on average, as you take the product over 90 days and even longer, we'd expect a 2 to 3 pounds per week average. Is that fair to say, Dr. Prasad?
Yes, that's correct.
We've talked about dosing. The recommended dosing is 2 in the morning before breakfast. If you're not getting the results you want or expect, or you're struggling with the results, add 2 more capsules before dinner. Anything else you'd like to say about dosing, Dr.
I think that's it. No, that's correct.
Okay. Is it safe to take GLP-1 boost alongside other weight loss injections, Dr. Prasad?
No.
And you said tonight that if you're on an Ozempic or another semaglutide injection, stop that for 5 days, then start the GLP.
Right. That's correct.
And we have some amazing stories. I don't know if we'll have any of those tonight, but we will certainly have some of those on future calls of people who have done that and had enhanced results, which is really exciting. How do I know if it's working? Dr. Prasad, what we're hearing from people is that their appetite's being reduced. They notice a loss of inches along with weight. So basically, less appetite's going to tell you it's working.
That's a good indication.
you're going to start losing some inches and you're lose weight. Now, if you're into the 3, 4, 5 weeks and you're not experiencing that, we say increase your dose, and we say let's give it another 30 to 60 days, and we're highly confident that most, if not all of you, will see the results, that you start to see the results you want. Is that fair to say, Dr. Prasad?
Correct.
Okay, is GLP boost in pill or liquid form? Right now, we just have it in a pill form.
Yes.
How long does a bottle last? Right now, there's 60 capsules in a bottle. So if you're doing 2 a day, that's a month. If you're doing 4 a day, that's 2 weeks. Does GLP-1 boost work as fast as other products? It's hard to say depending on what products you compare it to. What we like to say is GLP-1 boost is designed for healthy, long-term, consistent weight loss. It is not
Gradual
is
weight loss.
not a rapid weight loss. It's
No.
not a starvation diet. It's not a
Yeah.
keto diet. It's not a lose weight and then bounce back to where you were before and more. No, this is about losing the unhealthy fat. It's about maintaining stability and equilibrium in your system over a long period of time. Is there anything in balancing your hormones that will help you just feel better? Anything else you'd add to that?
No, I think that's great.
Are there any side effects? Dr. Prasad, right now, I've not heard of any. Have you?
No, I have not. This since I always, because as you know, the other product, Ozempic, has a lot of side effects in the beginning.
Yeah,
And
well,
I was just curious that whether any of the people have reported any kind of side effect. Most of the side effect that they have observed reportedly is a gastric related, nausea, vomiting,
so
diarrhea.
far in the first month or so of the product, I'm not aware of any.
But yeah, if there
So,
is,
and we will, like I said, we will be doing a survey. We'll be doing a survey in 90 days, and we'll be getting more data to be able to give people.
yeah, EPT has not happened in 1 month. Probably it is unlikely to happen because most of them is acute side effects. So it does not happen within a week or two. That is not going to happen. And that would be a remarkable discovery in comparison to Ozempic, because Ozempic had these kind of, side effects.
Does GLP-1 affect insulin resistance, Dr. Prasad?
Yes, it will, because it is, again, a DPP4 enzyme that you mentioned also prevents the flow of insulin from the pancreas to the blood. So if you have inhibited DPP4 enzymes, then it will improve the glucose metabolism. And so,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, so it is very important to remember that if you have insulin resistance, that you have to take additional step, like take the you take the additional collagen peptides.
Okay.
The inhibitor of DPP4, because this is the DPP4 is the enzyme which making the insulin resistance. Now, see, this is very interesting that our product can do all those things. Another thing, an approach that I mentioned, since you have mentioned about insulin resistance, not only our product can help, but if you take additionally, say for example, if you can afford it, additionally, omega-3 has a component which directly activate a signaling molecule called AKT. Since this is insulin resistance, so insulin can't activate that. So in the absence of insulin, the omega-3 directly activates that molecule, and then they allow the glucose to get into the cell for energy production. So depending upon if you are insulin resistant, then you have to take some additional steps as well to have a perfect results.
Okay. The next question is some people don't like pills. Can they break the pill open and mix it with drinks and such?
Yes.
So
Very
basically, if you don't like taking a pill, you can mix it with a yogurt or
yogurt, any
applesauce,
kind of
or even mix
applesauce,
it with a drink, anything, and you can take it that way, however you would like.
very easily, very easy.
Okay, if you have pancreatitis, can you use this product?
Yes, because it has if anything, it will help because it also have a antioxidant function. So pancreatitis is effect of inflammation, and so if anything, it will help.
Now, we also have, if you're pregnant or you're nursing a baby, can you take it? Our message would be consult with your doctor and discuss that.
Yeah, exactly.
Since it's a natural product, can it be taken with psychotropic meds that make you gain weight?
Yeah, I mean, you know, so you don't have to take it, but if you want to take it, it does not interfere with the effectiveness. Psychotropic drugs is a toxic, and if you take this, I would rather take our product weight loss and CBD, which also give the same effect as any psychological drugs. So I would say that if you are taking those kind of medication, replace it with CBD and have our product weight loss.
Dr. Prasad, are there any contraindications to taking GLP with any other drugs that people should be
No,
taking?
but for example, the only thing that I caution people that if you are a diabetic patient and you are already on oral medications or any kind of medications, then you have to watch the sugar more carefully.
Okay.
That it does not become less glucose. Glucose is so low, hypoglycemic.
All right. So
That's the only question I give them.
those are the main questions that we've been asked since we launched the product, and we wanted to address those questions tonight. So now let's talk about pricing. GLP boost pricing retails $159.99 a month. Honestly, we don't want anybody to pay that price. Meaning there's no reason you pay $160 for a GLP-1. If you're an affiliate or a PC, and a PC is simply someone that signs up on a subscription. So if you just signed up for GLP-1 on a subscription, you're going to get it for $119.99. So you're going to save $40. Now you can cancel your subscription anytime, but there is no reason you pay retail. In addition, we give you 5% back every month, your first 3 months. In your 4th month, we're not only going to give you, we give you an additional 10% back. We're going to give you 100% back. In your 4th month, you could get a whole free bottle of GLP-1 Boost. So retail's $159.99. Nobody should pay that. Affiliates, those are our people who are sharing the product, and many of them introduced you. Or if you're a preferred customer, we want you to get the best value. Now, in addition, if you choose to take the other products, like we talked about the collagen, the probiotic, the micronutrients, we offer them in a GLP Enhanced bundle and a GLP-1 Core 4 bundle. So the GLP-1 Core 4 bundle is less than $300. That's a $56 savings. That includes Micro Daily, our core everyday micronutrient that reduces free radicals, oxidative stress, inflammation, with a multitude of benefits that are changing people's lives. That includes the probiotic that Dr. Prasad said is a must for a healthy stomach and a healthy gut if you're over 40 years old. It includes the omega-3, which Dr. Prasad talked about is containing essential fatty acids. By the way, these are all patent pending products or patented products. In addition, it includes our collagen, which supercharges the neutralization of the enzyme. So if you want to say the optimal bundle would be the GLP-1 Core 4 if you can afford it. If not, you can do the GLP-1 Enhance, which is the Micro Daily, the probiotic, the collagen, and the GLP. And that's a $44 savings. So these are the choices and the pricing we have on the product. All of these are significantly less than what you're going to find in any synthetic drug, which is going to be 3, 5, 10 times as much, or more than what you're going to find on any other product mix. Nobody even has this kind of a product mix for your optimal health. Dr. Prasad, I just have to let everyone know, we just were notified of a certificate of felicitation. This is a highfalutin word that the scientific community world uses. It's a recognition of Dr. Prasad by the Annex Global Conferences, a group of world-class scientists, where Dr. Prasad did a presentation on, this was the Core 4, was it not, Dr. Prasad?
Yeah, Core 4 with diabetes, yeah.
Core 4 with diabetes. Next time you need to do a GLP-1 Core 4, because that's going to even be better results. Dr. Prasad was a lecturer there. This was in Dubai, is that not correct?
Yes, Dubai, correct.
So we just want to recognize Dr. Prasad is one of a kind, and how lucky are we to have you. So now, Dr. Prasad, are you ready to hear some stories?
Yes, I am. That's why.
Okay, we're gonna hear some stories. And let me stop the share. Okay, we stopped the share. Perfect. I've got a few people who have shared some results, and we want to hear from them. Let's talk first to Alicia. Did I say her name right, Corleen? Elisa?
Lisa.
Elisa. Elisa, are you there?
I am here, David.
Okay, Robin, could you highlight Elisa? Okay, now Elisa, you've been on the product for about a month, correct?
5 weeks to be exact.
5 weeks. Okay, I like that. Let's be exact. Share with everybody your experience with GLP-1 boost and whatever other products you're taking.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Again, my name is Elisa Flowers. I am joining you by way of Las Vegas, Nevada. I started GLP-1 boost when you offered the buy two, get one free. So that very first week, I was only on that product and I lost almost 3 pounds.
Okay.
My core 4 arrived. And so for the next 4 weeks, I've been on the core 4. But what I noticed about the GLP, the very first day I took it, I'm an emotional eater. My life is kind of chaotic. I took 2 capsules at maybe 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I noticed by 4, I haven't eaten anything. And so for me, that's all I needed to then go purchase the core 4 so I can have some enhancement to what the GLP-1 boost was doing. And so I've been on that product, and as of yesterday, because I joined the challenge and Engage reminded me, you have to update us with the video. And I jumped on the scale and I lost a total of almost 9 pounds, and
Wow.
that's from the very first week with just the GLP.
Wow. How are you feeling? Like I hear people talk about sleep and other benefits. Is there any other benefits you've been experiencing with the GLP boost and the core 4?
I pretty much don't have any other challenges, David, other than eating emotionally. I get good sleep, but what I want to say is, you mentioned, drink more water, watch what you're eating, and things like that. I do those things, but I haven't starved myself of the things that I like. What it's also done for me is my portion sizes have shrunk. If I go to Starbucks and get a venti chai in the morning, I probably still have half of that for the evening. I don't even consume the whole thing anymore. And so
Wow.
it's allowed me to not
That's-
eat as much.
That's good. Let me ask question one.
Yes.
Do you felt any time any stomach issue like nausea, constipations, vomiting?
Zero, nothing.
Okay.
No
Wow.
constipation, no nausea, no anything. Because I'm taking the core 4,
Right.
I'm pretty normal when it comes to a bowel movement, a couple times
Yeah.
a day. I do know when I take the probiotic in the evening that
Yeah.
in the morning it's heavier than normal. And so I'm eliminating.
That's okay. That's all right.
Yes.
No, I'm glad that it is, because one of these side effects of other product people have, like Ozempic that's the issue. And
Yes.
so I'm glad to hear that you are doing it. But suppose if you have some kind of emotional or anxiety, this kind of problem, I would suggest to take CBD.
Yes, I haven't gotten it yet, but it's on order.
Yeah,
Okay.
because then calm you down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Alicia.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Thank you,
fantastic.
Dr. Prasad. Thank you, David.
Okay, I want to call on someone that is I'm gonna call Lorraine Jordan. Lorraine, are you there? Do we have Lorraine?
Yes, I am.
Oh, there you are, Lorraine. How are you tonight?
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, everybody needs to know, full disclosure. I've known Lorraine now, what, about 10 years? Is that right?
Yes,
But I've known your husband for over about 55 years. Lorraine's husband was my high school basketball coach,
Wow.
Elliot Jordan. And so Elliot was a very important person in my life. And what's interesting is how my life has come full around in that I've been reintroduced to Coach Jordan because Lorraine is a affiliate and a customer of Engage. And so, Lorraine, first of all, thank you for being a part of our community and our family for so long. Now, I know you started the GLP about 4 weeks ago also, is that right?
yeah, 5 weeks.
5 weeks? Okay, so you've been on 5 weeks also. So you want to share with folks what your experience has been?
Well, first of all, I'm like the Alicia. I have been under a tremendous amount of family stress, especially during February. And I turned in to be a real emotional eater. When I get upset or stressed, my elbow bends and puts chocolate in my mouth without my permission. And so I kind of became a chocoholic because of all this stress. And so the first thing I noticed was I haven't had any, I've had chocolate once in 5 weeks. So
Oh, wow.
that addictive, emotional craving eating greatly diminished. But I didn't lose a whole lot of weight. I didn't lose any weight the first week. And so I was kind of disappointed. But then I measured, and then I noticed I had lost a ½ inch around my rib cage and a half inch around my waist. So then I was encouraged. And when you get encouragement, you have more self-control, more determination to stay with something. The next 2 weeks, I didn't lose anything. In fact, I gained a pound, which I wasn't very happy about. But then the next week, on Monday, I got on the scales and I'd gone down 5 pounds in 1 week. So again, now I have a whole lot of self-control and determination because I had some results. So I have found that the people on my team that are younger are losing weight and inches faster than those of us that are older. We have slower metabolism, and it just is going to take longer, I think, because the older people on my team, those of us who are over 70, are having slower results than the younger people. But I expect that because our metabolism is slow.
Are you taking a probiotics with prebiotics?
Yep, I take the probiotics every night. I take the collagen every day. Of course,
Good,
I'm on the microdaily. I'm on the omegas. I'm on
Yes,
Core
amazing
4
result.
Plus. So
Okay.
Did you feel any stomach problem anytime during the treatment?
a little bit of constipation, but that probiotics is helping that.
Yeah, okay, good.
Well, so Lorraine, I think you're a really good example for a lot of our customers in that everyone's body's different, everyone's different, everyone's metabolism is different. And so, and I think Dr. Prasad's vision and understanding of our bodies is consistent with the results we're hearing. And that is, if we be consistent every day, if we follow the protocol that we're talking about, at some point, the body's going to then get into that place where it's feeling more healthy and you're going to start to experience results. To me, that's pretty exciting. At 3 weeks, you're like, hey, I'm not seeing results, and all of a sudden, boom, you had that special day. So congratulations to that. And thank you for helping people catch the vision of that. Thank you so
Dave,
much.
can I mention something about Lorene as well?
And who is this?
This is Kathy.
Okay, Kathy.
I'm on her team, and she, along with the Whites, have developed a fabulous tracking sheet for us to track whether we're getting our micro dailies in, you know, our product, and to measure, to record our measurements and our, let's see, our weight loss, but also our Y. And we cut the top part off, put our Y up, and she has a mark that we've read it every day on it. And she has a perfect tracking. It's just awesome. It's fabulous and it's very, very helpful.
So Lorraine, could you send that to Robin and we'll look at that and we could easily add that to our app for anyone that wants to use it, a customer or affiliate. So we're right now in the process of expanding some tools to help you. So that would, Kathy, thank you for.
Yeah, I just want to give her a shout out for that because it is a great tool and great help.
Well, and we would like to see that because we'd love to offer that. Let's go next to Jeff and Helen. Your story is really interesting. Yours is a very interesting story. So Jeff and Helen, are you there?
Yep.
Yes, Dave.
Okay,
We-
Jeff and Helen, why don't you talk about your experience? Because I mean, you've been longtime Core 4 users, and you've benefited a lot from the products from a health standpoint. I know both of you have some weight you want to lose, so you started the GLP-1. Why don't you share with people your experience with that?
Thank you, Dave. And what an incredible opportunity to have Dr. Prasad there on vacation and still participating with his baby, what he created here with the GLP-1 boost. But just like you've described, this is healthy weight loss. I mean, I've done crash dieting before, and it's I haven't had the well, I could just tell it wasn't healthy for my body. But I'm telling you, in the first 3 weeks, I was only down 2.5 pounds. But I want to just show everybody because I'm so glad I took pictures. I am so glad that I took pictures because this is 3 weeks. This is 3 weeks, and even though that only is 2.5 pounds, you can just feel a difference there. I mean, you can see it in little bumps on my shoulder that it's just things are leaning out.
Oh my gosh!
I
Yeah,
can't believe it.
That's 3 weeks worth, Dave. And you know, a picture paints 1,000 words, and I'm just thank you for letting us be part of it. And I'm so glad that I took those pictures, even as embarrassed as I was to have Helen stand there with the phone and say, "Okay, all right, get the picture, get the picture." But it's truly amazing, and I'm quickly going to go to Helen's experience.
This is only a week.
Yeah, this is Helen's first week, and amazing to see what difference she experienced in just her first week. And it's gone on beyond that. It's just I didn't have the pictures loaded up to share tonight. But
now,
for those,
if I heard right, Helen's lost some serious inches. How many inches has Helen lost?
I've lost 7 inches, and the last picture would be better if he loaded that up, but that's significant to me. I've only lost a few pounds, but the inches are huge. That's
So
awesome.
Jeff and Helen, when we talk about weight, so weight is the body mass, right? So you got your muscle, you've got your fat. So Dr. Prasad talks about this product burning fat. So your experience is you've been losing the fat, and so you're losing the inches, but yet the weight, in terms of the weight coming off, you're not seeing that. What would be your explanation for the weight slow? You're seeing minor weight loss, but significant inch loss right now.
Yeah, I think it's our bodies balancing out. It's allowed us access to visceral fat, just like Dr. Prasad described earlier. We're now accessing that visceral fat, and we're exchanging the visceral fat with more dense muscle. And so we're seeing maybe the scale not change, but wow, I mean, my belt loops have changed, not the loops, but the holes in my belt, it's like you've got to just cinch them up much tighter now. So
And
You know, I-
exercise. Yep.
Say that again, Helen.
And we're exercising. I mean,
Okay. So if you're exercising, that means you're building some muscle. So, when you start exercising, your body can build muscle pretty quick. So you're losing the fat, building some muscle. So the weight is slowly going down, but
And
you're
it's only
getting
4 or
your
5
body
weeks,
more
right?
healthy.
It is only 4 or 5 weeks.
yes, yeah, it's
love.
only been we just did our 4-week pictures
Yeah,
on Tuesday.
see, that's amazing in 4 weeks results.
That's fantastic. Thank you. I want to remind everybody, everyone's journey is individual.
Yeah.
And so this is not a competition. One of my favorite people, Teddy Roosevelt, he said that comparison is the thief of joy. So the goal of Engage is to bring joy and health and goodness to your life. And so we're celebrating the different victories that each individual is having.
Yes,
They're very
individually.
different. They're
Yeah.
very different. So we're excited to hear about your individual results here in 90 days. But we got a few more. Is Jason Garfield there? Is he on the call tonight, Jason?
It's Jason Bouchard, and
Oh.
yeah, he's from Garfield area.
Oh, I'm sorry, I got the name right.
Right.
Jason Bouchard. Is Jason Bouchard here? I see it, Jason.
Jason, can you open up your?
Here we go.
There.
I saw
Yes,
Jason.
I am here. Sorry, I had to turn my camera and mic on.
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't
Okay,
work
Jason.
so well when I'm talking without having or being muted.
Well, Jason, it's the first time that we've met, I believe. Is that right?
That is correct. I've been on calls with Dr. Prasad before. I don't know that I've actually talked, but I've been on calls with Jeff and Lorraine. I don't think I've been on with you before.
Okay. Well, Jason, I want to say,
experience,
first of all, I want to say thank you for joining tonight, and it's really good to meet you. And share with us your experience.
well, I started about the same time as everybody else has, so I'm just into my starting the fifth week here. During the first, and I ought to say this too, because while my wife isn't on the call right now, she started at the same time I did, and she had been on Mounjaro for a year at the point that we started.
Oh, wow.
And she had lost about, well, I'm not sure exactly how much she was down in that year, but she was down a significant amount. And when we started this, the first couple of weeks, I was down 10, 11 pounds, and she was down 9 just in that first 2 weeks. And she noticed a significant difference in how she felt versus when she was on the Mounjaro. So that in and of itself has been a tremendous help to her. Since that first 2 weeks, like I said, I've lost another couple of pounds since that first 2 weeks, but I know that I haven't measured the inches, which I wish I had taken pictures like Jeff did initially, because I know that gravity is causing a big problem on my pants now, and I'm getting to the point that I put new holes in the belt, but I'm gonna have to actually just get another one because it's just not cutting it. My wife, the reason that she was on the Mounjaro is because of diabetes issues, and she's noticed a difference in her blood sugar spikes. I don't think my mom and dad are on here tonight either. I didn't see them, although they may have joined later. But my mom thinks that it's helped her with her issues, with some of her issues as well. So I've slept better, I've had more energy, and I'm losing weight. And this is one of the things that I wanted to throw in as well. For most of my life, I'd been about 170, 180 pounds, most of my adult life. Because I have epilepsy, there's medication that I have to take. About a year ago, a few years back, they changed me onto a medication that causes significant weight gain. In 6 months, I went from 175, 180 up to 220.
Wow.
And then 230. It's 6 months. And I have not been able to lose a pound since. I have tried different diets. I've tried fasting and water and cleanses, and I'll lose something for a minuscule amount for a minuscule amount of time, but it hasn't been anything. Nothing has made a significant difference. And my doctor just said, look, this medication does that. There's not a lot you can do. You've got two choices. You can either accept the weight gain or and not have seizures, or you can have seizures and lose weight. That's your choices. And I am now down over 10 pounds. I'm almost, well, I'm down to almost 220 for the first time in probably 10 years.
Wow.
Since that I've been on this medication. And it has been a heaven sent.
Well, Jason, congratulations and
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
sharing the story with us.
Yeah.
So I think we'll do one or two more testimonials, and then we'll certainly be excited to see continuing calls with more testimonials. But is Melanie Mathis here tonight?
Yes, I am.
Melanie,
Yes.
hey, have we met before, Melanie?
Probably so. I've been to the summits and
Okay.
Cancun. Yes.
Okay, can we see your face or no? Okay,
Yes,
there.
you may.
Okay, and you've got the summit hat. Well, it's good to see you again. Melanie, I heard that you've got a story with the GLP boost. You want to share your story?
Well, it's actually my mother's story.
Okay.
So my mother was on, one of the synthetic, you know, medicines for weight loss because she's diabetic and have congestive heart failure and a number of things, high blood pressure. And so she went to the doctor. She got off that, like Dr. Prasad suggested, started GLP-1 boost, and she has lost weight as well as she has, they've taken off on now. Been taking off one medication as well as she's down to half a dose of her high blood pressure medicine now. So that is definitely a win, and she's feeling, better, and we'll take it.
Okay. So your family's experience through your mother is that the GLP-1 really has brought a lot of health and goodness to your family's life and your mother's life.
Yes, very much so. We're excited about anytime we can reduce or eliminate a medication, then why not? Yes.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that story. Has your mother had any side effects, any negative side effects from the product?
No negative side effects, nothing of that sort. She hasn't expressed that. No, not at all.
Okay. Dr. Prasad, what do you think? I mean, I know that one of the things you've been focused on with your products is safety. And you know that these synthetics have got all kinds of side effects.
And I know.
People. How are you feeling when you're hearing people are basically having no side effects?
Yeah, I mean, this is what I was hoping for, but hope is not always true. But I'm glad to hear testimonial that has no side effect, because that will tell me that it is not the effect of GLP that Ozempic and other products are having. It is the effect of polypeptides with which they are using it as compound, because this compound has to stimulate the receptor and then produce GLP-1. So GLP has no toxicity. It is the toxicity of the polypeptide which are used to increase the GLP level. That will be beyond doubt, and that would be a major discovery. And this can be very much published once you are confirmed with 100 people. I tell you, David, you will become famous.
I think you're going to become famous. Melanie, thank you.
I'm saying, when I say you means Engage company, because we developed for Engage. Without Engage, there was no problem.
Well, we know we've got a home run product. We know it's changing lives, and we're going to hear one more story.
Okay.
And then we're going to allow you to get back to your vacation. Okay, Dr. Prasad?
Okay, it sounds good.
All right, Kathy Greer. Is Kathy on the call?
She had to take care of an emergency, Dave. Sorry.
Okay, well, Jonathan, did I hear Jonathan's voice?
Yes, sir. You sure did.
Jonathan, why don't let's let you, how about you be the last testimony? You can share Kathy's story and you can share your story because you got a lot of good experiences with the product. Why don't you share? The thing I loved was you've talked specifically and you're honest, and you're the only one I've really talked to, you and Jeff and Helen, about previous roles. Most everybody else tonight has been first time I've heard the story directly. Jonathan, share with them what you said about just your appetite. I thought that was quite, and also inches lost. So share about that, and then let's hear Kathy's story also.
there's been no question about it. I've done a lot of, weight loss programs before. In fact, I've been weight loss coaching people on weight loss for quite a while, but I noticed right away that my appetite changed. I would find myself, I take 2 in the morning, and then at the very beginning, it was like 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, because I generally stay very busy in the morning. I'm noticing I hadn't eaten anything, which is not normal for me at all. So once I got over the fact that I would eat and I needed to eat something, I found that if I chose my normal vision eating, forget about it. I would never be able to finish it. And if I did finish it, I felt stuffed, and it was just too much. So just like Alicia mentioned at the beginning, portion sizes have gone down. I noticed it just this whole week that I'm here. We're at the hotel in Boston. My family had a flood in their house, so we were up here just kind of helping out. But I noticed I took what amounted to maybe 1 egg and a little piece of, I'm a meat eater, so a little piece of a sausage and a couple pieces of potato. And I was completely stuffed, David, after eating that, which is just not normal for me at all. I would normally just, have myself a good breakfast because that's my favorite meal.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing I noticed. But I've also noticed as I'm going up and down the stairs, this has been going on for a while, but it's become more evident here because I take the stairs instead of the elevator. I keep finding my pants falling down, and I'm just constantly pulling my pants up and tightening my belt, to kind of keep it on. And I'm not working to lose pounds, but there's no question that I'm losing inches. And almost everybody on my team has been saying something similar. Kathy and her husband were among the first that have mentioned, besides Melanie there, but Kathy said she lost 9 pounds, and her husband James has lost 10 pounds. And they started at the very beginning also during the pre-launch. And so they're excited about that. And they're also losing inches, just like everyone else is saying right now. So we're excited, David, loving it.
Well, Jonathan, you just gave me I'm an entrepreneur at heart. That's why Engage exists, because I love being captain of a ship. I love bringing health and goodness to the world. You've just sparked, I think we need to start selling Engage belts. It sounds like all of our customers are going to need new belts. So I think it's an interesting idea. But,
it's true. We're punching holes in our belts, or we're cutting them, or buying new ones, one or the other.
I love it. That may be the next where we'll be giving free belts to everyone that buys a GLP boost, because they're going to need it. Okay,
May I say something? May I say something, please?
I hear, so whose voice am I hearing?
You're hearing Carmita Anderson. I have to tell this experience. I got to. I'll be short and brief and to the point.
Okay.
Dr. Prasad, if I could see you, I'll give you the biggest hug in the world. I started taking I started taking it. I got at the end of February. I had a doctor's appointment March the 31st, where they would do lab work with my for diabetes and thyroid. When I got my lab work back, I was blown away. I have no more thyroid problems. I had hyperthyroid. In all my lab work, when I was taking the medication, I never could get my thyroid down. Now it's stable and it's normal. So now I can go back to taking the collagen peptide. So I just want to thank you, because I was tired of taking that medication. And so now I don't have to take the medication. I take the GLP-1 and I take all the other things. I started back adding the collagen. So my thing now is I'm working on this diabetes. I just had to tell you that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing. Dr. Prasad, this is just a small sample of hundreds and literally thousands now of people taking these products. I just want to ask you, our mission as partners together was to take your life's work, which is now well over 70 plus years of work, and to bring health and goodness to the world. How do you feel when you hear these stories and see the passion and the energy and enthusiasm that people have because your products are changing their lives? How does that make you feel?
First, it makes me happy. And as you know, happiness extends your life. So I might live 100 years like you are predicting.
Yes, I do predict 100. Well, Dr. Prasad, I know for me, my life changed when I heard the name Dr. Prasad, and now I know literally tens of thousands of people's lives are changed. And I thank the Lord every day for meeting you. Thank you for bringing these products to the world, Dr. Prasad.
Thank you for giving me opportunity to develop all these things.
Well, we are in harmony in our mission,
Yes.
harmony in our vision, we're in
Yeah,
harmony of
yeah.
our efforts.
Exactly. We too.
I look at you and I, we're like yin and yang. I'm a business
Yeah,
mind.
I was going to say that.
I'm
Yeah.
a business mind. You are the
Yeah,
formulation.
exactly.
I will never be you, but I am grateful to be with you. So thank you, Dr. Prasad.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, that finishes tonight's call.